My name is André Marette. I'm a researcher, a PhD researcher at Laval University in Quebec City. So my area of expertise is in the diabetes and cardiovascular disease, understanding how obesity drives metabolic syndrome and diabetes, and of course looking at different nutritional interventions to try to limit the development of metabolic syndrome. I'm interested in studying maple and maple syrup in particular because we need to find alternative for refined sugars, which are everywhere in the diets. So we need to find natural solution. First, we need to reduce the amount of sugar, of course, we eat and drink, but then we need to find also solutions. And I think natural sweeteners, such as maple syrup, is one of the solutions. So we've been working together with the maple syrup producers of Quebec in order to study the impact of maple syrup. Can maple syrup be used as an alternative to sucrose or white sugar in our diet in order to reduce metabolic syndrome, reduce obesity, type 2 diabetes? So we've been doing a lot of studies with cells, with animal models, and now we're going to do very soon a clinical study to test the effect of maple syrup in replacement for sucrose in terms of preventing metabolic syndrome. Yes, the very recent data we just got that were presented actually at this meeting showed that maple syrup can help reduce insulin resistance in both rats and mice that were obese. This effect was explained by a change in some bacterial species in the gut, because we know that the gut flora or the gut microbiota is a very important driver of metabolic disease. So maple syrup has this ability to change some of these bacterial species in a favorable way to prevent metabolic disease. It's unique in the sense that we want to look at the impact of maple syrup in conditions that are more physiological. So we are trying to replace refined sugar by maple syrup. The thing is that we don't want to say that maple syrup, we should increase its consumption to prevent metabolic disease, but it should replace as much as possible simple refined sugar in our diet. And this will provide benefits to the population because maple syrup contains, of course, sugar. This is why it's so good, but it contains 100 of other molecules that are protecting us from the bad effects of increased sugar consumption. So maple syrup being a natural sweetener, great taste, but also expressing or containing so many goodies, phytochemicals, vitamins, minerals, polyphenols. I think it provides maybe a solution for reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes by reducing the amount of simple sugar we have in our diet, in our drinks too.